Here we go, back again with another, what is it? Transfer news, thoughts, rumours, speculation, all that kind of conundrums going on out there. Conundrums doesn't make sense, does it? Fuck it, take it again. Oh. Here we go, back again with another match day video. What's not a match day video, man? For fuck's sake, come on. I'm going to let this shit run in, I think. Right, here we go, back again with another video. Yes, a video about Sunderland. That's much better. Before I get started, I want a drink. To do with Chris Rigg, to do with new players coming in, of course, and to do with people who are injured as well. But before we get started, with further ado and all that malarkey, we have an England shirt, and there's certain people who got the correct score right for Sunderland versus the previous game to the one yesterday. So yesterday's game was against Fulham. Middlesbrough, that's correct, and we all know those who got that correct Middlesbrough score. Simo, James Milton, Alan Smith, Jamie SFC, Patrick Wilson, AJ SFC, Rosie Laws, Edward Charlton for the Middlesbrough score, and those for yesterday's correct score was Andrew Simpkins, Brian Greener, Ian B, Raymond Anderson, the good old Mara, Stuart Diggle, Ken Hartley and Eddie Mensforth all got the correct score against Fulham yesterday. And if you got the correct score against Fulham yesterday and I've missed you off the list, please let me know what video it was on. As you can see, I'm very tired today. So those who got the correct score for the Middlesbrough and Fulham game will be drawn out on Saturday on the live stream of Millwall versus Sunderland. And if you think you're getting the correct score, I haven't read your name out, please let me know and I will check it out and add you to the list. All them names in the hat Saturday. See who wins the England shirt. Right, back to the video. Been to work 6 days, had a rest day today, but obviously on the 7th day you kind of bounce, and I've been out for a 3.5 mile walk and a good 2-3 mile run, so as an excuse, I'm just a bit tired, that's all. Yeah, there we go. So well done to them. Right, let's get straight into news on signings coming in. Right, we all know we're getting Pierre Ekwar in, Joe Gelhardt in, and Isaac Lahaji in. But are we a cursed club? Is there such thing as being cursed, or is it a load of bollocks? Personally, I think it's a bit of bollocks, but at the same time, I can see where people are coming from. No sooner as we bring those 3 players in, we lose Corey Evans for the rest of the season, and we lose Ross Stewart for the rest of the season. Is this just me, or are we the only club that does this, or is there other clubs out there lose players left, right and centre? As soon as they bring somebody in, they lose somebody. I really feel for Corey Evans and Ross Stewart. We don't know the complete diagnosis or how long Ross Stewart's going to be out. We will know tomorrow. Touch wood, it's not as bad as I thought, but like Tony Mowbray said, there's a big pot on his leg at this moment in time, and he's in real agony. So it does not look good. If it is the Achilles tendon, it is going to be an absolute nightmare to get right. We'll be out for a while, definitely the rest of the season. On brighter news, AJ Alessi went off at half time, but that was the plan. The plan was to give AJ Alessi 45 minutes, Huggins 45 minutes, and they both come out of that game okay, touch wood. So that's better news. Now, we move on to transfers before we get into Chris Rigg. Transfers. Sunderland sources out there, not my source yet, I'll know from my source tomorrow, but other sources out there, Sunderland have accepted a bid for Joseph Anderson from Everton. Now, is this correct or not? But there's a lot of noise out there. Sunderland have had a bid for Everton rising star Joseph Anderson accepted, sources have told Football Insider. The centre-back, 21, has been granted permission to discuss personal terms with the Championship giants ahead of a potential transfer. Sunderland have lined up a deal for the Everton under-21s captain. That's good, he's a captain, a leader. After identifying him as capable of strengthening the back line for the second half of the season. He has yet to make a senior debut for Everton, but you know, it's Premier League, different level. But has played extremely extensively for his club age group level. This includes 62 appearances for the Merseyside's under-21s, 17 of which have come this season, as well as a further 44 at under-18. Anderson is also a regular goalscorer who will provide presence in both boxes for Sunderland as they chase down promotion this season. The North East Big Hitters are 9th in the Championship with 41 points, just a point adrift of the final playoff spot. Automatic promotion is almost out of question, of course, with leaders Burnley and second place Sheffield United well clear of the chasing pack. But the battle for third promotion spot is an intensive one. Sunderland's deal for Anderson comes while they wait possibility of re-signing Ellis Sims on loan for the second part of the season. Now, Ellis Sims and Joe Anderson, may well be coming in before the deadline day. Now, that will be a good double act. But does that mean like Bailey Wright is going to be let loose and let go if this Joe lad comes in? Apparently, it's done and sealed and dusted. But I'm going to wait for my sources tomorrow before I'm more confident. But there we go. That's the rumour mill to do with Joseph. Now, what's your thoughts on Chris Rigg? I've heard from certain people that when he turns 16 in the summer, he will be sold and they will cash in on Chris Rigg. When I say cash in, how much can we get for Chris Rigg in the summer? Is that by playing him in these cup matches, it puts his price up, price tag goes up? And we saw yesterday, I mean, let's face it, let's watch this goal from Chris Rigg. Let's look at it now. There you go, that was a cool, calm and collected finish. He'd only been on the pitch 5 minutes. I knew Bar was offside straight away, but he didn't know. He'd only been on the pitch 5 minutes and he put the ball away with ease. You know, got in a great position for centre midfielder, attacking centre midfielder, great position. He knew where the goal was, got a good eye for goal, Chris. Put the ball away. And let's watch Chris celebrate now. So what should I get from this angle? I love the way he does this with his shirt. Look at his face. He's absolutely buzzing over the moon. That does not look like a lad who wants to leave Sunderland. He does not. For me, this is just my own personal opinion. He does not look like a lad who wants to leave this club. So can we keep hold of him in the summertime? Why do we have to sell him in the summertime? Do we really need cash that desperately? And is this just people put 2 and 2 together coming away with 6? But I've heard from another very good source that they are going to cash in on him in the summertime. We must keep on to this Chris Rigg. We are building a team of youngsters, so why on earth would we sell one of the most progressive, one of the most exciting, one of the most talented players coming from our youth squad for many a season? It makes no sense to sell Chris Rigg. It makes no sense unless powers that be, like maybe it's his family or whatever, want him to leave. But he looks like he's enjoying his football. For me, it's a no-brainer. Let the lad stay at Sunderland for at least another season. 15 years of age, that would have been a record yesterday. The youngest ever player to score a goal in the FA Cup. And for about 5 seconds, we all thought he did. I knew he was offside. But when he celebrated and the fans were celebrating and the players were celebrating, that split second, I thought it was going to stand. I really did think it was going to stand, and I'm absolutely gutted that it wasn't for the young lad. I really wish he scored. I hope he scores in the replay. Let's hope he can score at home. Bring him on at home. Keep him on the substitutes bench, Tony Mowbray. He does look an absolute real asset at the club, and we all want Chris Rigg to stay and prosper at Sunderland. So there we go. Joe Anderson, what's your thoughts on Joe Anderson? Do we need another centre-back? Will that mean Bailey Wright's going to be leaving? And do you really think we're going to get 2 strikers in? I can't see us getting 2 strikers in. I think we'll get 1 more striker through the door. We've got to get a striker through the door. I'm hoping it's Ellis Sims. If not, who else it is? Who else is going to be? Will it be the guy from Peterborough? You know, Clark Harris, 28-year-old. Will we be dragging him up to the Championship? Are we going to be desperate? Are we going to be in that situation again where we're absolutely desperate for a striker in the final day? Remember the Will Grigg scenario with Stu Donald? Are we going to pay over the top for another striker? I hope we don't. The ideal scenario would be for Everton to let let Sims come to Sunderland. Let Sims come to the Sunderland. Let's get a central midfielder in to replace Corey Evans. Central midfielder to replace Corey Evans. A striker to replace Ross Stewart. And this young defender in. And that may see the way out for Bailey Wright. But I personally want Bailey Wright to stay at the club. I really do. And if you are here now, still watching me, this little ugly bloke, doing a YouTube channel, and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I'm only 11 more subscribers away from 16k, and it could be your subscription that helps the cause. Thank you. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. I will bring a video tomorrow night when I know more about dealings that's going on at Sunderland. Take care. God bless. May God go with you, and we'll see you tomorrow, of course. Bye. Sleep well.